Hey friends, Neil here from Post to Post. A couple of weeks ago we talked on the channel about some new center ice designs in the NHL. Vegas and Montreal both released new, pretty elaborate center ice designs, and I had some opinions, so I decided to talk about it, and there were some really good comments on that video as well. So I just paid attention to a couple of the other teams, Detroit, LA, and San Jose. So we're going to take a look at their new center ice designs for this upcoming season. But first, I want to revisit Vegas very quickly. I want to bring up a photo, and it's just basically it's a frame from one of the preseason games from just a couple of days ago, because I want to just talk about their center ice design a little bit. I was worried that it would be a little bit too busy. I had the same criticism with the Montreal one. A little bit too busy in the middle when you're actually watching a game. Are you going to be able to see a puck? And so I do apologize for the low qualityness of this specific frame, but it was just a frame from a highlight video. And typically they only post those in 720p, so best I can do. But as you can see, or maybe as you can't see, where's the puck? Now, obviously there's a lot of guys and commotion going on in the center ice here. The puck was just dropped, but it's still extremely hard to see where the actual puck is. I just find it extremely distracting. I think the more that I see this, the less I like it. And this isn't really a Vegas specific thing. It's more so an overall NHL team thing. I kind of just missed the white ice. Like, yeah, I know it looks pretty. It looks beautiful, but I want to see the game. I don't want to have to lose the puck or get distracted by anything on the ice. There's already enough crap on the ice as there is with ads and all kinds of stuff. So that's basically how I feel about that. Now let's move on to some new ones. So the Detroit Red Wings, I've got two photos here. It's a big year for Detroit. It's their 100th anniversary year. So they decided to put a Hockeytown 100th anniversary logo in the middle. And I think this is the direction to go. This is what you should do. Put something cool and interesting in the center ice, but don't make it take up the entire circle. This is, to me, is a perfect example or execution of what a center ice should look like. Highlight something that you want to highlight, whether it's an anniversary year, whether it's something special going on, paying respect to a previous team, or potentially a player that that passed away or something like that, or just a regular logo from the team. That's fine. So I think Detroit really did a good job on this one, and that's exactly what I'd like to see. Here's another photo from thefaceoff.net. Excellent site in terms of visuals when it comes to the NHL. I highly recommend going to check them out, and they have this image up on their page, and yeah, looks very good. So well done to the Detroit Red Wings. Now moving on to the LA Kings, and they have a bit of a hybrid approach. They put a pretty big graphic in the middle, but it's just a logo. Like, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. They've got some text around it, but then they basically got this stupid ad text around that. It's the crypto.com arena. I hate capitalism and I hate marketing when it gets to this point. I think it's completely ridiculous that we have an arena named the crypto.com arena, but whatever, that's a conversation for another time. But I like the fact that they put that classic logo, that classic crown logo on there. It looks very good. And then, but it allows the white to breathe. Like, it still looks like a regular center ice. You've got that kind of, I guess, like faded, font kind of in there, that silver font, Los Angeles Kings. It works on from both sides of the ice. Yeah, so again, I would say, a pretty good executed center ice design here in the NHL. And here's another photo of it. This is basically a view you might see from a seat in the arena. It's not conflicting. It's not really that distracting. It just looks like a regular center ice. It's pretty text heavy. It's pretty busy, but it generally looks like a regular center ice. So let's move on to the next one, which was the San Jose Sharks. So they did something quite interesting here. They went a little bit historic, a little bit busy, a little bit brand appropriate, and a little bit confusing. We'll get into that here in a second. So here is the photo of the actual center ice. And I guess first impressions, before there's any background to the reason behind this, is I think it's pretty good. It is a bit distracting with all those kind of fins in there and stuff, but it still gives you that white ice look in there. It's not one big solid color, and it has a nice kind of teal ring around it. So I think they did pretty good. It's not a perfect center ice, but it's pretty good. Now, they did release some details on their intention, or their, design ideas, and I'll read through it. Gills are what sustains life for sharks. We utilize this element to encompass the logo. So you can kind of see all those in there. That looks pretty good. And they go on and say there are 35 gills that surround the crest to resemble the 35 years of Sharks hockey. The circular pattern resembles growth, new experiences, and a bright future. Okay. I mean, that's just marketing mumbo jumbo, so I don't really care about that. But the 35 gills for 35 years, okay, that's cool. Next, they show the Sharks 365 logo. I didn't even know what that was, but they go on to say, took inspiration from our Sharks 365 logo to help focus on the commitment and dedication the fans have towards this team. The fans are what keep this team alive, and that leads us to believe that the future is teal. Well, I decided to look up what Sharks 365 was because I had absolutely no idea. I was like, okay, is this a membership, some kind of like rewards program? Like, what is this? So I went onto the site, and it has to do with season tickets from what I can understand. So depending on where you buy your season ticket, whether it's the Bloom Energy Power Club, the NetApp Selly Lounge, or the 100 level non-club or 200 level, you get different perks. So I guess it depends on where you get your season tickets. That would give you the full season membership benefits, perks, depending on the level. So I'm not going to read through this whole thing, but just to let you know that that's what the Sharks 365 is. I think it's probably more marketing than anything to have that logo in there. Like the average person, even the average Sharks fan, probably doesn't care about Sharks 365. I don't know how many people have season tickets, but I would assume that the majority of tickets are not season ticket holders, so they would not care about Sharks 365. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. I live on the opposite side of the continent in a different country, so I have no idea. I've never even been to a Sharks game before. Unfortunately, I would love to go, but yeah, Sharks fans, you let me know how you feel about this. It's just like, is this applicable? Sharks 365, is that a thing that you're familiar with and that you appreciate and that you like? It was news to me, so whatever. But at the end of the day, pretty cool center ice design. Not really much to complain about. So yeah, good job to Detroit, good job to LA, and good job to San Jose on their center ice designs. And maybe a bit of a no-no for Vegas on there. It's a little bit too busy. So let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And another question for you, who's got the best center ice design in the NHL? There are 32 to choose from, so it might be a bit of a hard decision, but there's some very nice ones out there. So I'd love to hear from you down below in the comment section. And we'll see you for the next video, and I'll just tell you what it is now because I've got it up. We're gonna talk about the Utah Mammoth practice and training facility. They released some photos of what that facility actually looks like, and it looks very cool, very awesome. So I want to show you some of those photos and we can discuss. So we'll see you in that video coming tomorrow on the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Adios.